taking the rack off the back. It does look better. Someone mentioned in the comments that having the rack off, I agree. I don't use it, so, but I've got to get covers for these bits here. For these bits, I've got some in orders from, I think I've got ordered the right thing from Fowler's online. They do lots of bike stuff. It was like 18 quid. I think it's the right thing. That's coming, so that will improve that. Look, I've sprayed WD on all the buttons on the rotor and given them a bit of a knock, and they all have that slight movement. This was a day or so ago, so it's my first ride out since, so I'll see if that's made any difference to the pulsing. If not, maybe I'll check the brake fluid, see how clean or dirty that is. Maybe it needs, maybe I need to flush that through. Failing that, it's probably a warped rotor. If I can find which side, I'll probably replace both. Genuine Guzzi ones are like 600 quid, but you get Chinese copies for about 140 for a pair. So that's probably what I do, unfortunately. Some cheap Chinese copy ones, I'm not paying 600 quid. But I will get some new pads to do that, obviously. And I've looked up getting Brembo pads, Brembo sintered pads. Some people have recommended, I think, on the Guzzi Owners Club on Facebook. And I've got my ram mount now in the middle there, so that looks good. Just testing that out as well. Nice ride down through the Cowdrey estate into Petworth and back, I think. I do notice the only thing is that, of course, you catch the sun on the sat nav, so I need some sort of hood. Really, I don't know if you can get a hood for your ram mount, for your phone. It's a bit cool today. What was it? 16 degrees. Cute. So oh, I haven't really tried the brake. Oh, that's interesting. It's almost gone. Pulsing. I can feel some sort of vague pulsing through the front brake, but it's virtually all gone. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That means that it was just those buttons were full of crud. Yeah, I can feel it. Very vague pulse, so might need a bit more cleaning out. But that's virtually fixed it. Wow. Happy days. I don't have to buy new rotors and pads. It's perfectly alright as it is, but I can feel when I use the front brake a little bit of pulsing through the lever, but I don't feel it physically. Why it feels a little. a little squirrely. All that is. Should check the tyres. Could just have been some dodgy bits of road. Look at that, no jolting on the front brake. That's interesting. Oh, it could be just where I changed gear, and it's the because it's shaft. Nice. It's nice to be out on the bike. Bank holiday Monday. Blow the cobwebs out. Friend Neil came down last night, had a few beers, played some Gran Turismo, the old PS4. We like doing that. And yeah, I don't drink very much, but a couple of bottles of beer is enough for me. That makes you a bit clouds the mind a bit, doesn't it? Deadens the senses. So it's nice to get out and blow the cobwebs. Yeah, very good. I've got some new handlebars on order now, because I've decided that I really do need them to go up and back a bit, an inch or whatever. So I got in contact with Helibars. I'm going to replace these bits. And a Helibar used to sell the Perfect Thing. They were very popular apparently back in a few years ago. That do exactly that. And so I saw some BMW bars for a K1200S, I think it was, and it's these bits, and it just kind of stepped up there, and I thought, well, that's all I need. And I asked them, I said, oh, will these fit my brother? And they said, well, we make bars for exact models, to fit exact models, and so no, it wouldn't fit. I said, well, you know, is there anything you can suggest, or do you have anything? And he said, well, we do have these, we do have some in stock for your bike. He said, I'd have to check that it fits your year, 2006. He said that we don't sell any more, not for sale, but we think we've still got some in stock. I thought, oh, interesting. So he came back and said, yeah, we've still got them and it does fit your bike. He said, and the postage is free in continental US. And I said, oh, I'm in the UK. I said, any chance I can get any discount because of carriage? And he was really, really nice, really helpful. He investigated everything, and he said, yeah, I can give you a 10% discount. And he said, and also, we normally send things by FedEx. He said, yeah, that braking's fixed. That's brilliant. Very slight. I need to fiddle with those buttons just a bit more. Yeah, he said, we normally send things by FedEx. He said, but they're quite a bit more expensive. He said, and there's more cost at your end. He said, so I could send it by USPS, US Postal Service. He said, and that's only $50. So it might take a bit longer. And I said, oh yeah, that's great. I'll have that. So that's really, really nice of me. He found the cheapest way he could send it. And that was on Thursday. And I got an email, because I got tracking by email. And it's in the country yesterday. But it's Bank Holiday Monday and that, so it's up with Parcel Force now. Parcel Force International or something. So it's coming through the system, so it might only take a week, which would be pretty good. They were, with the discount and with postage, carriage, and hopefully I don't have to pay anything else more on this end. They were £298, so that is a bit ouch. But these are Helibars are really good company, quality, really good quality bars, replacement bars, etc. And the fact that they don't sell them anymore, but they have some in stock, I just feel I'm lucky. I did have a look for some second-hand ones, but they're like hen's teeth. You might be able to find some second-hand if you're lucky. Someone's selling some, but I think it's not common. So I feel really lucky to have got a pair, although it's cost 300 quid. I think it's worth it because that really gives the bike more longevity as well. I really want to keep the bike, but it's just, I'm just slightly forward too much. I get a slight, you know, feel it in between my shoulder blades and everything. So we'll see, that'll be a whole new video when they come. I'm not sure if I need to change, get some new brake hoses, whether they'll be long enough or not. They said if it's not the ABS, and mine isn't the ABS version, in their bumps, they said you may have to get new hoses, but you know, that's fine. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So that's good news. That's going to make the bike perfect for me. Riding position, everything. That'll be absolutely awesome. Because 300 quid, if I keep the bike for 10 years, you know what I mean? It's just so worth it. And I don't know if I'll keep it for 10 years, but I have no intention of changing it. I really love it. I love because these, I think I mentioned before, I had an 850, a Mark II 850 Le Mans, well, about 30 odd years ago, 35 years or more ago. I did love it. I got that because my friend Jim, he had one. We was on the Isle of Man, went to the Isle of Man, and we swapped bikes. I had to go on his and he rode mine for a while, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. It's so different from a inline Japanese 4. There's so much character. I loved it. So eventually I got myself one. I didn't have it for too long actually. I can't remember why. I probably needed a car, so I didn't have a car and a bike at the time. Finances and all that. I mean, I remember I bought it for 1,700 quid and I sold it for 2-3 some 4 or 5 months later. So I made money on it even then, and now a good one's probably 7 to 10 grand or something. So I might find one a bit less, maybe 5 grand, I don't know. But when I got mine, I bought from a guy in London. He'd overjetted it, so it had massive flat spots. So I can't remember what the size of the jets were. 40, he put 45s or 47s in there, main jets, something like that. And I think they had to be 40s or 41s. And I couldn't find the right jets. I got 42s or something. It was just slightly bigger. So it ran pretty perfect, but there was a flat spot at about 3 grand or something, about 3,000 revs. There was some sort of flat spot. So it wasn't perfect, and I pointed this out when I sold it to the guy. There's 2 guys came. One guy had a Guzzi, really nice. Them on had a chrome tank and everything. Looked really, really good. I explained to him, he said, oh, that's pretty good. So he said there's a little slight flat spot, and I explained about the jets. And also it was a bit rattly at the front. It was that timing chain at the front. I think we call it a timing chain. Yeah, it is really, and it's the same as the timing chain. Anyway, so I installed a new tension system in there. It was a typical thing to do. I think I did my back in doing it. But yeah, that was made a big difference. No rattle, it was running really good. So I made it quite a nice bike. So the guy went away happy. The guy with the Guzzi said, no, this is a good bike. He was really happy with it. He liked that I was trying my best to look after it and get it up to right now it should be. So that was the story of the Le Mans. And now I'm back to another Guzzi. Oh, I love it. It's nice to be able to get out and about, clear the head, just ride about the countryside. If you can see all the sheep off to the left there. Probably can't because the cam's on my right, the tractor with all the stuff in. There's one bike behind me, he's obviously out on a ride. Perhaps he's going to there's a cafe down here somewhere. Well, I'll say down here somewhere. I think it's on the way to Arundel, there's one, isn't there? White something or other. I'm not sure if it is that one, but down on this road goes down towards Bognor sort of way, I think, ultimately. And I've passed the cafe when I was in a car a couple of times, and nice big car park, loads of bikes, like an interesting area. I suppose I could try and go there, but I don't know where I'm going. Anyway, I just had this idea to test the brake, and I'm really happy that I could feel a slight pulsing through the lever, but I'm not getting the physical pulsing. I was getting massive brake pulsing, especially at really low speed, but now it's gone. I'm just feeling a bit through the lever, so probably need to clean those buttons out just a bit more. And nice rolling fields. So I thought I'd come down towards Midhurst and then go left. There's Cowdrey Estate, they call it. It's quite a beautiful area. Might ride through there to Petworth, which is a really interesting little village. You can ride around the town and then back up. That was my idea. Now I'm out, I just want to keep riding, but especially when I change those bars. That's going to be fantastic. Not that it's completely uncomfortable, but it's just, you know, you just feel it. You know, you just know I'm leaning slightly forward on the bars. I don't want to be doing that. I just want to be lightly holding the bars. But because the position for me, my arms aren't that short either. I've got reasonably long arms for my size. But still, I'm slightly hunched over. I think I have shorter legs and a slightly longer body. I've only got, I think it's only a 30-inch inseam in my leg. But I'm 5'7.5" to 5'8", and which isn't very tall. But I think my friend Neil, he's about the same height as me, and he has like 31 or 32-inch legs. So obviously my body is a bit longer, which may be why I'm hunching a little bit. I feel myself hunching over slightly. Just want to take that away. It's going to be perfect. Petworth Historic Market Town. Oh, this is Petworth. Oh, I've taken the wrong road. I have gone to Petworth. Oh, there you go. What I need to do is go to and then Midhurst. Actually, this is the right way to go, really, I suppose, because I've passed Petworth Estate on my right. Oh no, there's the park. That's the park entrance. That's the only thing with this, my helmet, the visor. It hasn't got the first little catch, which is only just open. The first catch is way open. A bit too much. They would needed another one that was. Oh, that was the entrance to the house. So that stinky old Land Rover in front, they always stink of diesel. Over. Really stink. The old Landies. Horrid. Coming out. See Midhurst, we'll just follow the signs to Midhurst. It's just quite nice. We get to ride through the cute little town. I think Midhurst. Very touristy in the summer. Petworth.